Two Peens in a Podcast. All right. Brought to you by Small Town Exotics and Best Dressed Balls. And perhaps a new sponsor?
Perhaps.
Hey, how was your weekend?
Hey, it was good.
What'd you do? Why don't you tell the good people of YouTube land what you did?
Dude, I need to wake up. The fuck's going on? Let me hit this real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Mm.
You don't have to, you don't need my permission, bro.
Well, weekend was good, dude. Vegas is, well, first of all, we stayed at Resorts World and we slept on the most uncomfortable bed
Yeah, what was that deal?
imaginable.
What happened there?
With the bed?
Mm-hmm.
It was fucking terrible.
What was wrong with it?
It felt like the middle was, like, hollowed out.
Oh, that was the dead stripper.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
It was bad. It was, we actually changed rooms because we thought it was just that room, but apparently all their beds are dog shit.
You went to another room and it had another dog shit bed?
Yep. It was a little bit better, but still it sucked. Compared to, like, all those hotels out there should be usually dialed in. Stuff like that, but to no
rooms
avail.
looked real nice.
Room was nice.
You would think the beds would be something nice.
Room was nice. Food was good. Ate my tits off.
Well,
Ate a lot of.
That's just a Tuesday for you, buddy.
Ate a lot of treats.
Explain ate your tits off, dude, because
I ate a lot.
in my mind it's pretty gory.
Hey, I heard you have you made a new friend.
I don't have friends, dude.
Dude, you made a new friend. You guys are gonna jam together.
No, dude, that guy was trying to. I don't know what he was trying to do. I got serial killer vibes from that dude.
Yeah. He wanted you to jam with him.
Yeah, well,
He lives at a storage unit.
no, he doesn't live in the storage unit, dude.
Well, he works.
He runs the storage unit.
Yeah, but he lives. Like, he's got a cot.
He doesn't sleep in one of the units, dude.
No, he's got,
Got a house there. It's like a building.
He's like
an
the Indian
apartment.
people that have motels when they like live in the office.
Dude, one time I forget where I was, but there was a Asian group that like came in on a bus. They were obviously tourists from another country. They were in the same hotel with us. I was working. I think I was in San Luis Obispo. We're in there. We're getting ready to go to bed. We got to get up early in the morning and go work on a tower. And all of a sudden we hear the fire department and there's smoke billowing out because we're on the second floor. We could see smoke coming up the thing. So we go out there and this group was like, there was probably like 15 of them all in one little shitty hotel room, like a shitty hotel, like a Motel 6 type dealie. And they were barbecuing inside the freaking
cooking
hotel
duck?
room, dude.
Fucking Peking duck.
Dude, it was wild. And then like the firemen showed up and like there was no fire, but the smoke obviously, So like they pulled everything out and pulled the people out and all these Asian people were just lining up trying to get
Dude,
their
that's
pictures.
so awesome.
Trying to get their pictures with the firemen. Like they thought it was part of the tour or something.
Dude, that's rad.
It was great.
Dude, man, I've worked for some Chinese people and things are different over there. Like they do things different. Like I was working for a wealthy man and I was on kid detail. I'm walking with the nanny and the kid. Dude, we were at the playground. The kid had to take a shit. And the lady, he just dropped his pants on the top of the slide, and he just took a dump.
This is a Chinese kid?
Yeah, and then if he had to pee, we'd be on a walk in like a nice neighborhood, and he'd just whip it out and start peeing.
They could speak English though, right?
Nope.
Like you couldn't communicate with them?
No.
So you could obviously you couldn't like tell him to not shit on the slide.
I couldn't tell him that wasn't fucking kosher. Hey, other kids are going to slide down that. It was so embarrassing.
That's rad, dude. That kid's a hero, dude.
I could be making this whole story up because I did sign an NDA, but you know what I mean?
Did you really?
Yeah. Maybe I should edit this out.
No, keep it. That's great, dude. I can't believe you signed one.
Dude,
for
if I
a
get
kid.
sued by-
Hey, my kid shit on the slide. You can't talk about that, dude. Dude, if my
Well, we
kid
can't talk
shits on
about kids shitting on slides?
If my kid shits on a slide, I'm going to make you sign something that says you have to talk about it, dude.
That was awesome. But yeah, just over there, I mean, In the middle of the street, they'll just go. Indoor plumbing in China is not really like a super common thing.
Is it different though? Is it very class structured? So is there like
Super.
the very elite, well off, high end people, high society? Are they living large and have all the good commodities, or are they dealing with?
From what I understand, I mean, I've never been to China, so I'm not probably the wrong person to ask. But from talking to some of these guys and talking to people that have lived there, that's kind of how it is.
Speed of Asians.
Yeah,
This is great.
Vegas was rad, dude. We were at Nicole's actually asking, so there's a lot of duck on the menu in Vegas. I was like, Chinese like to gamble, and they will fuck a duck up.
Duck's good, man.
If it's cooked right, it's amazing.
Cook duck right.
Yeah. Like when we used to go duck hunting, my brother and I, you have to cook it a certain way, take the gaminess out. You have to hit the right duck too, but cook it the right way, take the gaminess out of it. It's nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, we went to the whole plan before going. Remember we talked about it was I was gonna be fit and fine.
Yeah, I knew that was a fucking
dude.
shit
I
plan,
gained
dude.
weight.
I know.
How'd that happen?
Well, you ate your tits off. or
Yeah, I
whatever
know,
you said.
but dude, it was a humbling.
That's a big meal right there. Just one of them tits could feed fucking dude.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah, I did a little gambling, not much. Oh, I got to tell you a story.
Here we go.
This is fucking. Tell me if you get this. I know you're not a big gambler, but I feel like guys would get this more than women. So I'd plan on gambling, not much, because I don't have much to go with. But I was like, let me gamble a couple $100.
Yeah.
Something simple. Play blackjack. That's all I play. So
It's a horrible game.
I threw down. It's not. I was going back and forth in the calls. Like, should I play it? Should I just cash it in? Of course, she says cash it in. So I'm going to cash it in. I'm like, no, that's not. I can't do that.
That's not the Vegas way, bro.
I haven't done. Yeah. So I was like, I'm going to gamble. Okay. We sit down at a table, and it's $25 hands, and the first $50 goes in two hands. I got totally rat fucked on the river and everything. Or not the river, but on the cards and everything.
Yeah.
She ended up hitting like 5 times at 21. And what is the first thing she says, Nicole, when I lost my second hand? See, told you. Oh, dude. I was seething. I was like, already I get Cousin Eddie vibes. Like, really going to do this right now?
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's not what I need. And it's not even about the money. It's $100, but I'm competitive. And I was like, I know how to play this. I know it takes a certain amount of hands. Like, you got to be there ready to play at least 6 to 8 hands if you want to start getting a rhythm and get money.
Yeah.
So anyway, she says that, and I'm just like, really? And it was eating me up. So we went to another table, lost it again.
What a loser, dude.
So then I was like, you know what? And then she's like, no, I'll go back. She apologized, and she's like, go gamble, go, throw another 100 down. Okay. So I go to this table, and I don't like hitting on 16 with certain things. So I wasn't going to hit. My instincts told me not to hit.
Yeah.
But the book says to hit. So I wasn't going to hit, but this chick the dealer was so cool and so nice that I felt like some weird world. She was like giving me vibes like, no, you should hit this. So I went against my better judgment and I hit, and it totally fucked off the next 4 hands. I would have won the next 4 hands easy based on the way the cards came out, and I shouldn't hit. So I left down 200.
Dude, she fucking scammed you, bro.
And I wanted to yell at her the whole time. I'm like, dude, you don't do that. I'm over here trying to make money, and you're like, oh, see, told you.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you?
But she told you.
She did tell me.
And you did it like 3 times too, dude.
Yeah, but dude, just telling that story again, I was like, I relived
Dude,
it.
you're mad.
I'm
You're
like mad now.
Probably gonna fucking try to punch me at any moment now, dude.
No. But yeah, it was a good time. We didn't know that this weekend was EDC weekend.
I saw that too. I was thinking about you. It was also there was a furry convention at your hotel.
Okay,
I
no,
noticed,
there wasn't.
It's weird. I saw
So,
the news.
and our hotel was the host hotel for the EDC. So all the DJs were staying there, and just people dressed up with a bunch of highlighter paint and all kinds of wild shit. Dudes walking around in fishnet bodysuits with jock
That was
straps.
your favorite part, dude. You almost didn't come back.
Dude, it's so funny. So just freaks everywhere. But yeah, it was pretty chill. I mean, we barely get away from the kids, so it's kind of nice just to sleep in and just veg.
Kids are horrible for those things.
Sleeping in, yeah,
Any kind of sleeping.
I know. But yeah, so it was good. I mean, it didn't start great because on the way out there, it took us almost 8 hours to get out there.
Why?
We were stuck behind an overturned semi for like 3+ hours.
Oh, that's fun.
Pissed me off.
Dude, don't you wish that thing would have just hit you and ended it all so you wouldn't have to sit there and wait?
I felt that way a couple times.
Yeah, I bet.
But yeah, we eventually made it. Like got there like 6 a.m., 5:30 a.m. So we lost a whole night. But it was all right. We had a good time. And yeah, fun times.
Vegas is fun. I can do Vegas in bits and pieces, but
I want to hate it because everyone, there is a very douchey vibe and it's just whatever. But I fucking love Vegas.
It is what it is. It's like the one place where all that stuff is normal. So and everyone, it's like there's only one reason. Like, well, I mean, I guess there's 100 reasons, but I mean, Vegas is like its own little contained thing. It's like you go to the city to be entertained one way or another.
Yeah.
It doesn't have any other value except for that, like the vacation, get out, party, have a good time.
A lot of man
It
purses.
exists literally for that,
A lot of man purses.
Yeah, I was surprised that you didn't come back with a new one, dude. That old one you got's kind of the little 2022,
Those things piss me off.
I know.
I hate those things.
I know you don't like the way you like the
strap around the shoulder.
The first one you had better, dude.
Dude, it's not acceptable
Don't
for men
tell
to wear
people,
purses.
You're mad because I'm telling people that you have a man purse. Yeah, what's up with that too? Like, I don't know. You don't see that out here, but when you get like into LA or any of the it's like, dude, it's all over the place. It's like, holy shit.
It's acceptable, I guess.
Yeah.
Not my world.
Not
my world.
But I mean, to their credit, they don't call it a man purse. They would never call it that.
What, like a satchel?
Yeah,
they call it like an accessory.
Over the shoulder satchel.
Yeah. I hate it. It stinks.
I feel like your hands would be really good hands for like hand modeling.
Hand modeling what? Axes?
No, like
chainsaws?
Bracelets or something.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Or like nail polish probably.
I don't have hand model hands.
Yeah, you do, dude. They're amazing, dude. They're like perfectly symmetrical, dude.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
You know what else stinks? This fucking ball python market, dude.
Yeah, it does. Did you watching that or seeing that?
No, I saw clips from it. What's your take on it?
Well, so I don't know if I'm assuming a lot of people probably saw it, but Chris Eaton, Snakes and the Fat Man, he put out first of all, he had an interview with Kevin from Nerd, and he put out a reel where Kevin was basically breaking down the ball python market, and his conclusion was that it had basically run its course. And I don't know. I'm not a big time ball python breeder. I'm not like making tremendous sales or making a living. I'm not at that level, but I'm doing okay. But I know there's a lot of people. I know a lot of people that are, and I know a lot of people that are doing well still. And I don't know. I just thought it was there's so much wrong with it. I mean, the guy starts off the conversation talking about letting go of his ego, and then proceeds to announce his ego and talk about how he was the start of the market, so that gives him some sort of inkling on the current market, because he started it. And I don't know Kevin and like whatever, but yeah, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I just I went on his page, I went on his Morph Market page, and I looked through. They have a lot of snakes, a lot of ball pythons on there. I went through there and like looking at what he has for sale, and it's like, yeah, I mean, if that's your collection, if that's what you're producing, there's a lot of spiders in there. There's a lot of pinstripe, a lot of off the wall stuff, Lucifer,
Malum,
Odium, Malum.
I don't even know what type of that shit fader. Like,
yeah, look, there's a lot of weird stuff that is just not relevant. And I mean, like I feel like the truth is that Kevin missed the ball on what the current market is. He's still living in 2005, 2008, with his collection. And that's what I see when I look at it. When I looked at all those snakes on Morph Market, that's the vibe I got.
Like, this is the thing. Like, I have nothing bad to say about him. He's never done anything wrong to me.
Right, me neither.
I know he's done far more for the reptile community and the industry than most people have. And when I say that, I mean, like, he's been one of the major, I guess, media faces or more known names, and I mean, he's done a lot. I've watched a lot of his videos in the past. I think he has some cool stuff. He works with a lot of ball python stuff, and I'm not discrediting any of that. And I don't know him personally. I'm just going off what was said. As at least since I've been in, since the end of 2019, early 2020, like he hasn't been a ball python guy. He hasn't been in the industry. That's never how I saw him. I'm sure he's sold plenty of ball pythons, probably more than I'll ever fucking sell. He's probably sold more than I'll ever hatch.
Yeah,
I don't doubt that. And if somebody sees this, I'm only qualifying my statements because I know they're going to be taken out of context and somebody's going to have a fucking problem with me not agreeing with something.
Well, it was a brilliant move on Chris Eaton's part. I mean, that's a great clip to throw up there and get some traction with.
Some heat. Yeah.
That's been the big thing too, which touching on that, like I think I don't think there's something happening to ball pythons. I think that we're in a shit economy. I think with the inflation, with everything's so much more expensive. The first thing that goes for the average working class American is the extra stuff.
Right.
It's the vacations, the dining out, hobbies, pet projects, things like that are the first things you hit the chopping block, So
well, like look at it like this. Like in my opinion, this is just my opinion. In order to make any money as a ball python breeder, if you were to just get in now, you're gonna have to spend some fucking money.
Yes.
And granted, the projects you're gonna buy into are a lot cheaper than they would have been a couple years ago, but regardless, you're gonna have to spend some money. Now that money's got to come from somewhere. So you can say all you want that the industry is the way it is and the economy has nothing to do with it, but it's really hard to argue that, in my opinion, because not just the ball python market's hurting. A lot of industries are hurting. Restaurant industry, a lot of things are hurting.
Everything.
Extra income.
Except rich people.
Well, I mean but that's not a knock on them. It's just they're financially.
It's just the reality of it. It's like that's what makes you rich. So you put yourself in a position where you're not at the whim of.
You're not going to be affected by small percentages, and certain things. But I'll just say that, how do you expect the industry to grow and the market to blossom if people don't have that money to invest in it to make it do the things that you're talking about? And so that argument that the economy has nothing to do with it, which, like I said, I only saw a couple clips, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I need to listen to the whole thing. But based on what I saw, I don't understand how that is a thing. And to say that you started it, so now you have your finger on the pulse, on the entire pulse of the whole industry, when you haven't even really been, in a lot of people's eyes, the ball python guy or the ball python company. It's really hard for me I take it with a grain of salt, because I look at people, a lot of big names and people that aren't even big names, that are a lot of mid-level and up guys are making really good money, and we know plenty of them. And it's hard to argue that the industry's dead or the market's dead. I don't think it is. I think that the problem lies big time in the amount of money, like during the COVID buy-in time when they get their money and they bought a lot of, they did the math on paper. Oh, I can make 24, yellow belly combos that have no recessives, and they sell for this now. So I guess that's what I'm going to make. Yeah. And then of course the projects devalue, and now the market's flooded with a bunch of shit nobody wants. Yeah, people are getting out left and right.
That's the people that are getting out right now too, are the ones that didn't. And that's why, going back to episodes ago, project building and thinking ahead, not necessarily what's going on now, but what you can do 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 years down the line. That's super important. That should be one of the main guiding, forces in what direction you go with your projects and what you're trying to do. If you get in a position like Kevin, and like I said, there was a couple of cool combos, but then they had pinstripe in it, or they had something that I not a knock on pinstripe, but it's one of those powerful genes that kind of takes away from the combo.
But if you were one of the main guys, if you were deep in the ball python game, it wouldn't even be a question. You'd understand why those animals aren't moving.
Right.
It's because that's how the market is now.
Well, I'm sure he's been feeling this for a long time too. I guarantee it, just by looking at what he has for sale and what people are making, that people are into, and the industry leaders and what they're presenting and showing people. And it's he's not on that level. I never, like
No.
you said, I've never looked at him as like a ball python guy. He was a reptile guy, a YouTube personality, like, you know, whatever. He wrote some books. He's been around.
Don't get me wrong. The dude is a fucking. I think you're saying the same thing. He's a wealth of knowledge when it comes to reptiles.
Yeah, I don't
Fucking
have
dude knows
a problem with him at
fucking
all.
more than I ever will.
Yeah.
But
The reality is that he's not a ball python guy. He may have been in the beginning. He may have, you know, and he,
When
like
people
you said, he
mortgaging their houses for
produces
fucking
probably
bananas.
a shit ton of shit that will, you know, like in this season or one of his big seasons, we'll probably never make that many in our entire lives. But I just felt like,
my whole thing is like, what's the point? Like, one, it's a very nuanced conversation to have, and to make the claim, anyone's entitled to say what they want, but
right, exactly.
you're obviously going to get pushback. So I didn't look at it as like, fuck, that's going to hurt the industry, that's going to hurt our sales. Because he's not a ball python guy, I feel like it does nothing as far as hurt the market. And I'm not saying that's what he was going for, but I mean, I'm not worried about that, the impact his statements are going to have on our sales.
I would say,
I just don't know what the benefit. I just don't know what. Like I said, I got to watch the whole thing, but I don't understand what he was getting at. He's like, just fucking scrap the project, because he doesn't have half the shit that people are after. So how does he have his finger on the pulse of what people really want?
Yeah.
And what sells? I mean, all these shipments that, let's just pull up Miguel, that this guy's slinging overseas and doing. I mean, those aren't fake shipments. That's actual money coming in.
Those are like high end animals that are selling for, you know.
Yeah, and I think a lot of other
Top
markets,
end.
like the Mexican market, the Asian market, are going to argue that the market's dead. I mean, any market's going to Canada, U.S., North America, Europe. They're all going to argue the market's dead because people are making money. So I don't get it. I don't think that just because you start something that you forever have like a monopoly on the pulse of the industry. Like, the two are, you can't conflate the two different things. You could start something, step away. I mean, look at fucking, what's his name?
Yeah, and that's how long ago was it, too.
What's his dude's name? Oh, fuck. Pisses everybody off. Had the puzzle stuff. Dude, grumpy fuck. And I don't really give a fuck if he has
talking about that has a podcast?
I don't know, does he?
I don't know. Who are you talking about?
Dude, fucking, that had puzzle stuff, and now thinks that people need to pay him homage because that their puzzle stuff's
Sean
bad.
Bradley?
That guy, Sean Bradley.
Yeah. Well,
Like, that's what, it's kind of a similar thing where he talks about, I started the puzzle shit, and this is the motherfucking thanks I get. But it's
Yeah.
like, people took that project, you stepped away, okay, for whatever reason, that, you know, it's fine. But you stepped away from the project, it blossomed, it's turning into something really cool, and you have a fucking problem with it.
the way I look at it
Or
going
like,
back,
I don't know.
like the way I look at it going back to what Kevin said is, like, yeah, it's not gonna. The people that are building and doing what we're doing saw that and thought the exact same thing. Like, my first reaction was, oh no, he's what he's actually saying is that his ball python collection has run its course.
And
That's
that's
what he
fine.
means. That's what he means. He's just
And maybe that is what he
he's
means.
looking well, but I mean, no, it's not what he means. I'm saying it in jest. But what I'm saying is that, like, that's the reality. Like, the way he's viewing it is like, well, it's you know, I know because I've been here since the beginning, so it's got to be what I say it is, and it's bigger than that. So to me, it's like, no, that's what I took from it. But I do think that there are a lot of people who may actually buy from Kevin or buy from, you know, it doesn't really matter who they buy from, but there are people that are going to see that or watch that and feel like if Kevin's saying that, then it must be real.
Yeah, but
It's
I think
going to be that. Those people aren't, like I said, I don't think that those are the people that are in our market or, you know, but I still think it in totality, like, there's obviously different levels to this market and stuff. So I think it does affect it on a certain level.
And if this is the case, and I don't know if it is, but this is just my take from an outsider looking in, is my perspective is that it seems like Kevin kind of, with his collection, has dug his heels in as far as what's valuable and what isn't, and he didn't really adapt with the market.
100%.
If that is the case, which it seems like it is, but like I said, I know very little. if that is the case, then that would be a good reason why you would think that the market is kaput, is because you're confident about these projects, but they're not translating into sales, which that's what happens when you don't stick with the market.
And then you conflate the fact that he's got a big reach because he's super well known, and he's got his own website, and he's up there with the Barcheks, and as far as like recognized, whatever. Say the
recognition.
Word for me. Well, I meant like how well they are recognized. You know what I mean? Like
notoriety, or like
they're just, people know who they are, and
yeah,
from all scales of life, and it's
all
not like
walks of life.
Yeah, there's just different. Dude, stop trying to be.
Dude, stop trying to put snake puns in.
Over illiterate shadow echo.
I just want to make sure you get your point across.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it, dude. No, I don't know.
I don't know, and this is, like I said, it's not a knock on any one person. It's just the concept or the idea, the thought that the market's dead, and it just so happens to be somebody that's very recognizable that's saying these things. So we're touching on it because he brought it up.
And I think the point too he was trying to make is he was like, if the economy is to come back, he was basically saying like even if the economy does come back and everything's going good, the ball pythons aren't.
Yeah, well, but think about this. What happened when they're handing out all these freaking checks to everybody? They had money in their pocket, and what were they doing with that money? Buying fucking TVs and ball pythons. Like, they were buying consumer shit. They were dumping it on shit that they normally can't afford, and a lot of people did that chasing a dream of making a ton of money breeding ball pythons. And they dumped it into genes that at the time were even not irrelevant, but they were on their way out. And I don't think a lot of people saw that. I didn't see that because I bought a lot of shit when I got into it that was fucking useless. But
yeah.
But I mean, it's just it does, regardless of what the industry is, or what the product is or whatever. People spend money when they have it, and they oftentimes spend that on consumer shit. So why somebody would think that it's not going to bounce back when the economy improves and people have more money in their pocket is weird to me, because I guarantee you that's what's holding a lot of people back, and that's what's dictating a lot of the sale prices of these animals, which is why they're selling for less, because people don't have the money.
Well,
it's not the market's dead. It's just a fucking correlation.
It's a great, lesson. It's like you can see it in front of you. Like, even if it doesn't matter who you are, or how much money you have, or what kind of reach, or any of that. If you're not building your projects to be innovative and forward-thinking and pushing the envelope and using your imagination, all these things that are like, all those things are like traits of the big guys that are doing that. If it doesn't matter whether you're just a little guy or the biggest guy, if your collection isn't up to par with that, you're going to be in the same spot. Like, I think, to me, that's what I take from it ultimately in the end.
Well, look at it. Like, if somebody said the same thing and they had a nothing collection, like, so they were a new breeder, they weren't selling animals, they would get destroyed, and everybody would be saying it. They would be the same thing. It'd be like, well, yeah, look at your collection, buddy. And we wouldn't even address it. But the fact that it's a big name and it's somebody that's like one of the pillars of the reptile industry, it's like, I mean, it almost begs to be talked about. It's got to be discussed. And even just the way he said it, the way he had to like make sure that, he was like listing credentials of why he could say what he was about to say. Yeah, and there's thought to that. That means something to me. Just looking at the comments that were on that thread, it was heavily on the side of people weren't buying it. Yeah. But then you'd have a couple other people on there that were just like, 100%, bro. Or one comment was like, ball pythons are just the new corn snakes. And I didn't know what the hell that meant. Yeah, that's someone left a comment on there. It's basically like agreeing with Kevin, and it was along the lines of like, yep, ball pythons are just the new corn snake. So what's the shift that he was suggesting to make? Oh, I don't know. Just the idea that everything's so cheap now, and there's so many of them. And what was Kevin's? I haven't watched the entire video. I've only watched
I've watched most of it. I haven't watched it all. I've also watched it in kind of bits, so I don't want to say too much on that. My thing was basically going off of that short. That's what drew me in to watch it. But yeah, I don't know. I think he was just basically saying that ball pythons are done.
Well, he's 100% entitled to that opinion.
Yeah.
I disagree. At least, and I hope I'm right. I could be fucking wrong. But based on the evidence that I'm seeing, I'm not.
Like bad economy, good economy, I'm just going to do my thing. And I'm just going to, you know what I mean? Like you said, if it's true, I don't know. I don't think is there ever really an end to anything, you know? I mean.
Well, I have a hard time believing that it's true in any way, shape, or form. I think that prices are down because people don't have as much money to spend and people need to move animals. And the higher end shit's still going before it's even listed. I mean, high end stuff.
Right.
So, adapt.
And prices and the reality of prices and stuff. This is like the most. I don't know if I want to say the most, but this industry is super, super, super subjective when it comes to pricing. Like, there's no rhyme or reason to, like, there's nothing like concrete about it. You know what I mean? Like, there's no.
Well, hold on. I just thought of something.
Uh-oh.
Back to digging your heels in.
Yeah.
With Kevin. I saw a post of his on Morph Market from Nerd. I don't know if it was male or female. Regardless, it was a pastel desert ghost het clown. I'm 99.9% sure that's what it was. Had it listed for $3,000.
I think I saw that.
Now, if that's what you're expecting to get for it and you're not moving any of your animals and you're wondering why the market's fucking, or now you're thinking the market's dead, I get it. But maybe he doesn't realize that the cost is now recalibrated and it's constantly, the bar's constantly being moved. And because people are getting desperate and they want to sell animals. But to think that you're going to post a pastel desert ghost het clown, whether it's male or female, that's insane. Nobody's buying that.
Not right now. And,
so, yeah.
And how many, pastel, like, most of the DG clown stuff has pastel in it too, so it's like you're not just selling a one-off snake. There's like 13, 14 similar snakes all competing for the same one guy that wants pastel. That ain't me.
Yeah.
Like I say, you can go through his catalog yourself and look at everything he's got, and I mean, like you said, there's some stuff in there. He's got some puzzle. There's little things tossed in here, whether or not he produced that or if he's selling.
Well, I don't know if he has puzzle or not.
I don't know, but I saw some stuff like you'll see one-offs in there, and you won't see like clutch mates or anything, but you'll see like one-offs. But I mean, look yourself. I mean, if that was like you said, if that was just some humdum new breeder, like best dressed balls or something like that, dude, people would just like laugh him under the table.
Speaking of Vegas.
Oh, yeah?
And ball pythons.
Huh.
Let's talk about our new sponsor.
Hey, that's pretty good what you just did right there. I see what you did. It's pretty good.
That was on the fly, too.
That was
Didn't
nice.
even plan that.
No, we didn't even do
just
that.
Came to me. It's like an apparition. Is that what it's called?
Yeah. An apparition? I think that's a
apparition?
Ghost. That's a
apparition? Ghost. Epiphany? No. Just came to me.
I think what you're looking for is the word metaphor, which means similar.
It's not metaphor.
Which means similar.
Dude, you're simpler.
No.
Yes. Yeah, let's talk about him. No Limit Royals, yep. Jerome Holland, our new sponsor number 3 for the Two Peens in a Podcast.
Number 3.
Yeah. He decided to jump on board with the Peens.
They're lining up, dude.
They're lining up, and
we already had to turn down a Budweiser and Coca-Cola.
We got to put the bros first.
Yeah.
They can wait. The corporations can wait. But yeah, Jerome decided to sponsor us, and we really appreciate his sponsorship, his support. Jerome's been he's one of the dudes that I got to know early on when I went to Arlington in 2020, I believe. Me, him, and Antoine, we it was like two of my close friends from the beginning. And
you guys had sex.
We didn't have sex.
Oh. That's not what Antoine said.
What did he say? We had sex?
Well, that would be the opposite.
How'd that sandwich go? Who was the meat?
I think
We using
I can-
pumpernickel
I
bread or
think
we using
just-
white bread?
I think just by looking at all three of you standing there naked, I could pretty much tell who the bull was, dude.
Yeah. But I got to know the dude, having not known him, having not really spoken to him at all. Got to know him in person the first time we hit it off. And he's been one of my closest friends in the industry and somebody that'll probably always be friends with, just like Troy and a lot of other people. So, you know, aside from the stuff he's producing, he's really heavy into the Sapphire stuff. He just produced, well, he's on the verge of producing some Sapphire Clowns, combo Sapphire Clowns at that. And I know he's all in on that project, and I really hope that it works out for him. I know I've seen some Sapphire combos that are rad, and I want to get into Sapphire myself. So yeah, it's somebody that's always been super supportive of not only, you know, my business, but our group, and he's one of those dudes you can always count on to be there for advice, for help, for whatever. And he's definitely somebody that values friendship and loyalty, and I know he does that with his customer base. I know he's got a lot of people that are loyal to him, a lot of breeders, a lot of big names that he's tight with. It's because he's a good dude. He's solid character. He never minces words, and he's not going to be phony. So aside from the cool animals he has and all the stuff, you know, he's done in the industry, he's definitely a good person to know, and definitely a good person that to not only buy from, but to, you know,
Build a
learn
relationship
from.
with.
Yeah, learn from and build a relationship from. So Jerome, we're going to salute you with that and that.
And this.
Cheers, buddy. Look forward to damn. You already drinking it? Dude, some fucking decorum. Cheers, buddy. We love you. Oh, dude, look at him. He's chugging a ginger ale. You're so fucking hardcore. It's unreal. Wow. You look ridiculous. That fucking how much fucking liquid you got in that thing? Your beard's out of control.
Oh man, dude, that was a fake drink, dude.
Hell of a
How
slurp.
realistic was that? There was nothing in there, dude. How realistic was that,
What
dude?
was all that slurping and
Oh, that
dog
was
shit
just,
in your mouth?
Don't worry about it. Wait, was this your spit cup, dude?
No.
Oh well.
Yeah, another cool thing that Jerome did was show up to my wedding. That was pretty rad.
Who didn't show up to your wedding? I forgot.
Jerome
his name.
came from Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah, he actually walked. Well, like part way through the Grand Canyon, he rode a mule, but for the most part, he walked. Troy went to I don't know, what was it, like a
St. Louis Plant Expo or something.
yeah, and then like lost money.
Yeah.
So, hey, you get what you get,
That's right, buddy.
and you don't
Love
throw
you.
a fit. You should get another beer and toss one up for Troy, dude. And then you should do one for Shane. Man, you're gonna in a couple of weeks, you're gonna be fucking taxed.
You know what sucks is I'm gonna have to fucking play that commercial again for Shane.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that commercial, dude. I'm telling you, you have the voice of an angel, dude.
I have the voice of a.
That's an
diabetic.
angel that God sent to hell, but it's an angel nonetheless.
Yeah.
No, those commercials are great, dude. Comment down below and tell this guy he's got a great commercial voice, dude.
Don't fucking feed me any bullshit.
No, I'm not, dude.
No, not you.
Dude,
Anybody
you set it up.
Look.
No.
Okay, honestly. You all right?
Sorry. No, I was gonna die,
You fucking mind?
but I decided not to. I'm good.
Can I talk? Okay, if you're gonna comment below. Fucking amateurs. If you're gonna comment below, please be honest. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. I like feedback when it's honest. I don't like anybody blowing smoke up my ass. I can take it.
I don't think that's true. I think you like people blowing things into
You
your
like-
asshole, dude.
That's not true, dude. This is not fucking fair. Look at this is what I realize is the problem with this fucking podcast
Oh, here it comes.
and the dynamic of this podcast.
What is it?
I'm sitting here trying to string
trying to fucking-
together. Can you?
Are you trying to
When you
fix-
talk over me?
Are you trying to fix the world?
Oh my god!
What are you doing over there, dude?
If this guy knew how irritating it was to be talked over when you're editing,
I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
I know. I'm sitting here trying to string together a fucking flow. I got a heavy flow right now.
Yeah, I know.
I'll give you some. I got some fucking flow right now. No, I'm trying to, and then all you get to do is just fucking chirp.
Yeah.
Just chime in on little
Yeah.
fucking.
That's what I'm here for,
I
dude.
give you layups, and now you fucking just slam dunk.
You what? You don't want me to? I'll fucking lay.
Can I get some layups?
I'll lob it back to you, dude.
Lay me up.
All right, dude.
Give me a fucking beer to start, please.
Dude, I'm not doing that, dude. That's asking way too much.
Small Town Exotics is the one-stop shop for all your reptile needs. Whether you're an experienced breeder looking to purchase a top-tier animal to level up your collection, or new to the hobby and just looking for reliable, trustworthy advice, look no further than Small Town Exotics. Shane started Small Town Exotics in 2019 from his home garage in Bakersfield, California, and has since turned it into one of the most recognizable and trustworthy names in the industry. In 2020, he earned the attention and respect from some of the biggest names in the business as his YouTube channel rapidly grew, amassing an impressive following that continues to grow to this day. He's a wealth of knowledge and has since been featured on numerous podcasts and has collaborated with the who's who of ball python breeders. Ball python's not your thing? Shane also works with and produces some of the most sought after and unique species of western hognose and leopard geckos. To add to the list, he also keeps tarantulas and boas and has recently started his own Patreon with subscription plans starting at just $5 a month for the casual keeper, all the way up to his Maniac subscription plan for keepers that are determined to level up and turn their hobby into a thriving and lucrative reptile breeding business. With 4 tiers to choose from, there's something for everyone, and rest assured that whatever subscription plan you choose, it'll be worth every penny. So if you're serious about your collection and want to not only provide the best husbandry for your animals, but create a recognizable and sought-after brand for your business, head on over to Small Town Exotics on Instagram, tap on the Patreon link in his bio, and while you're there, check out one of the many amazing animals available on his morph market. The Peens rock with Shane, and so should you. I'm going to make you edit this episode.
I'm going to edit it. You bet your ass. All right, it's done. Just put them all 3 together and call it a day, dude.
You got 36 hours to edit it. Let's go.
All right, it's done. Almost like the Star Wars episode, which, by the way, we just did that episode, and the whole concept of the name and all of the editing and everything came after the fact. Like, it was amazing how that worked. There were so many references, like, at different points.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's magic. That's what we do, magic.
Yeah.
And we're getting good. I told you to watch out. We're getting good at this shit, dude.
Totally.
Dude, why don't you back me up, dude?
We are, dude. We're fucking, we are.
You made me look like an idiot right now, dude.
We are very happy with the progress of our podcast.
We're very happy.
To say that we're great, to say that we're doing a great job, I won't say that. What I will say is that we are
I didn't say that.
trying our
So
darndest.
we're getting better, and I told her to watch out.
I feel like we're getting better. I feel like we've got plenty to work on. But the fun thing is that we don't script any of this shit. We just kind of go off the cuff. We get our viewership, is abysmal. But we're new.
Dude, what do you mean? Yeah, like, what do you expect?
I'm just saying.
What do you expect?
I'm
Dude.
enjoying the process. I think it's fun. I think we're doing something a little bit different than anybody's doing. In what way? I don't know. That we could talk about that another time. But I just feel like there's a different vibe to it, and it's just us trying to talk shit. It is a little bit. Like we're working the kinks out. Like, we can't say all the things we say off camera, but we do say a lot of the things we say, and it just, I don't know, dude. We're rambling right now.
Dude, shut the fuck up, dude.
We have a new sponsor. This is rad. So this is kind of a good sign. Like, you got people signing up for sponsorships.
Yeah, we don't even ask, dude. People come up to us, dude.
Okay, now you sound arrogant. You sound like a fucking
That
asshole.
was the point, dude.
Oh,
God, dude.
dude, you're.
Dude, you just went and lived your best life in Vegas. Let me live mine, dude. God.
I was floating on my back like Principal Skinner.
Dude, without a flotation
Billy
device,
Madison.
dude. You just float, dude. But only when your belly's up, dude. Damn. When your belly down, you sink.
What else were we going to talk about?
We're not.
Don't talk then.
That was a show, dude. Dude, I'll talk.
Showtime.
Don't make me talk, bro. I'll talk.
So to summarize, ladies, when your husband's gambling, either back off or support him.
Or back off.
Secondly, if you do plan on going to Vegas, get on some kind of diet program so you don't feel like killing yourself the entire trip. Thirdly, Joe's Steakhouse at Caesar's Palace is fucking legit. I recommend.
Those scallops look so good, dude.
Oh, they're so good. Fourthly,
Fourthly,
the 8 Cigar Lounge at Resorts World is a real fucking jip. It's about $40 for a smoked old fashioned. Yeah, I didn't know that until I got the bill.
Jeez.
Fifthly, highlighter paint on men and getting dressed up for EDC as a man is not cool. Nobody respects you. And to think that it is cool is absurd. Sixthly,
don't eat yellow snow.
seventh, the Ball Python Market. It's far from dead. It's on timeout. It's still thriving, just at a much lower pace. Shit, I fucking blacked out, dude.
Dude, get back together, dude. Take a shot or something, dude. It's like watching.
Dude, you're a piece of shit.
Watching this is like watching a Charles Manson interview, dude. You're just like all over the place, dude. I was pointing at the
$160.
rats.
Fuck those rats. Hold on, I do want to bring something else up.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
No, it's not bad.
It better not be.
It's exciting.
It better be good news, dude. You're having another baby before you even have the next baby.
No.
Oh.
We've been contacted by several bigger name breeders to do some episodes with them. And I believe it's going to be the start of some on-location type interviews. We'll do something a little bit different. And we're going to try to have fun with these podcasts. We're not going to sit here and talk shop the whole time. We're going to talk shit. That's our new slogan. We don't talk shop. We talk shit.
Yeah. Why talk shop when you can talk shit?
Why talk shop when you can talk shit? Ponder that.
Dude, I'm getting that tattooed on my chest, dude.
So we got some cool things in the works. We're excited. We're going to keep trying to bring you guys mediocre content every week.
And it's cool because as you can just watch us grow and evolve into something hopefully watchable one day.
I think you need to scoot over to your left.
I think you need to scoot
You're
over to my
off-center.
left, dude. Come over here, dude.
You need to scooch on under the table and fucking dial me in. No, scoot over to your left.
Well, I don't know which way is my left, dude.
Your left.
Dude, that's
How
why.
big
Are
are
you
you?
trying to make me block that little white thing right there?
I want you. It's off centered. I'm on the corner. Don't cheat.
Dude, don't be trying.
That makes more sense.
No, you make one. No, look at the flag to side, dude.
The flag.
That's how fat you are. You need that much room to take up the same elbow to elbow, dude.
It's called a man frame.
No, it's called a fucking.
You look like you fucking delivered fruit on a fucking
like
bicycle.
You look like someone put a T-shirt on a walrus.
No, I don't.
You do.
The Grateful Dead had a, the Sphere in Vegas.
Yeah, I saw that.
They had a
It
fucking
looks
event.
fucking rad, dude.
The whole outside, it was Friday or Saturday, was all lit up like tie-dyed and trippy.
I saw a bunch of clips of it, dude, and it looked rad, dude.
Grateful Dead
man.
sucks shit.
No, they don't.
You
I guarantee you that I don't like the fucking spacey bullshit, but I could
sober?
throw on,
You like them sober?
yeah, I could throw on some Grateful Dead right now that you'd be like, oh shit, this is badass.
I don't
And
like
it's
jam
nothing
band.
like you think it is either. It's not jam music at all. It's bluegrass. It's fucking Americana. It's like it's not at all what they have become as far as like the live show being like they're known for their live shows. That's not what they were or are, in my opinion.
Your opinion
Coming from a guy
sucks.
that's not a fan of all that fucking crazy
gobbledygook.
Yeah. Not a fan of that. I mean, I guess if I was on mushrooms, I'd love it. But I mean, I'd probably I'd love anything on mushrooms, dude.
Exactly.
So, but
I was looking at Christmas lights on mushrooms.
yeah, dude. I guarantee you, I could put some Grateful Dead on, and you'd be like, "Oh, this is cool shit." Guarantee it.
Got it.
I guess we could just put some fucking Metallica on again. Fucking
Put some fucking Nickelback on for you.
dude, you better.
You love Nickelback.
Dude, that's cutting edge hardcore music right there.
All right, well, fuck us.
Okay, me first though. I don't want his sloppy seconds.
This podcast is dead.
This podcast has run its course, or what, dude?
Nah, this podcast fucking
I'm gonna take my
rules.
ego out of this right now and just come
Hey.
to the realization that this podcast has run its course, dude.
We are constantly striving to improve this
Yeah.
podcast.
We are.
Constantly. Oh,
Dude.
Easy on the we. The fucking.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this right now, dude. There's no fucking point in both of us editing. That would be like the gayest thing. We might as well just take our clothes off and sit in each other's laps while we do it too.
All right.
I don't know if that was supposed to be like Australian, New Guinea, or British.
And that's all she wrote, folks. We'll see you next time. Keep it tight.
Keep it real.
And most importantly,
keep it real tight.
Bet your ass. Why talk shop when you can talk shit?
That's right. When life gives you lemons,
talk shit.
Take it to the limit. No limit.
Push it to the limit. Unless there is no limit. In that case,
keep going.
The possibilities are endless.
Keep moving.
Forward. Don't stop.
Never straight.
Always crooked.
Dude, I look so fat.
I was thinking that the entire time I was watching this, dude.
Fuck you.
All right.
You asked for it.
If you say so.